Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the next update for my Panda palette. I have quite an exciting update today, so I'm just going to jump straight into it. But before I do so, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. But let's just start looking at where I was with this palette last month. So this is where I was with this palette last update, and as you can see I had repressed two of the shades in this palette. I repressed the first shade and the fourth shade. I repressed those after my update because yeah, they were getting quite thin around the edges and I just wanted to make it easier for myself to reach for these. So that is where I was at the last update, and this right here is where I am today. So let's start with the elephant in the room. I finished this first shade, but we're gonna go through every shade in order as I always do. So like I said, the first shade, which is Venus, I have actually finished. I used this 49 additional times in the past month, and I actually used this for the last time today. I had a tiny bit left in one of the corners and I used it as a face highlighter as well as an inner corner, and I did finish it. So 2 uses in today's look, and that's also why I have 49 uses, because if I use it for example on my face and on my eyes, that counts as 2 uses for me. So that's why I have 49 uses. And yeah, it took quite a long time to finish this overall, but I'm so happy to now have an empty pan in this palette, and it's the first one that I have. I really didn't expect it to take this long in the year to have an empty pan, but as you can see I have good progress on all of the shades, apart from maybe the last one, but I have kind of stopped using that. So you know, it's good, and I feel like it won't take too long before I have another empty pan. But let's move on to the next shade, which is Foxy. So Foxy is a shade that I've used 32 times in the past month. I have reached for this quite a lot again. I think I did expand the pan quite a bit, like I don't know how much, but I'm looking at the picture I have it down here on my lap, and I think I definitely expanded the pan a little bit. But I still have a bit left of this product. We'll see what I decide to do with this one, but I am pretty sure that I will finish it one way or the other before the end of the year. And I do use this mainly as a blending out shade because I do not set my eyes before doing my makeup. So that's how I use this eyeshadow. I think possibly I could even use it as a face powder, but I haven't tried that and I feel like it would be kind of too heavy for that. So yeah, I haven't done that, but I mean I could always do that in case I do have some product left in this eyeshadow at the end of the year. But for now I still think I can use it as a pure eyeshadow. Next up we have another shade that has quite a lot of progress, and that is the shade Walk of Shame. As you can see, at the last update I just had a tiny pan in here, and I continuously expanded that pan, and it is really massive now. You can see that it's very thin around the edges, and I did use this an additional 26 times in the past month. So again, it's pretty consistent usage, and it's been my everyday kind of crease shade for when I do more neutral looks. Obviously I'm not wearing that today because I'm wearing more of a bright look, but every time I've been doing more of a subtle kind of like, or like just neutral everyday look, I have been reaching for this in my crease. For the next shade we have the shade Naked 2, which is more of a kind of light taupe shade. It is also more kind of like a crease shade, but I mainly use this in my brows, and that's also how I wear it today. It's how I wear it most days. So again, I have pretty consistent progress in this, and I have used it 41 times in the past month, and again that is a combination of using it in my brows as well as in my crease. I did really enjoy wearing this in my crease for more cool tone looks, but I think I'm mainly going to continue using it in my brows. But I think in order for me to finish it, I probably need to start using it a bit more in my crease as well. But at least I did hit pan on it again this past month, and I did hit a decent sized pan again. It's not like it is tiny, so hopefully I will be able to expand that. I don't think I'm going to expand it as much as I did Walk of Shame in the past month, but if I can just expand it kind of maybe halfway where I did done with Walk of Shame, I would be happy with that. The next shade is Faint, and I'm not sure I have expanded the pan much in this shade. I have used it 37 times though, so that is quite a lot, and again it is mainly in my brows but also a few times on my eyes. The pan looks like this now, and this is one of the ones that I'm not sure I'll be able to finish before the end of the year. I should be able to finish all of these hopefully, but these two on the end I'm not quite sure about. I feel like it's getting thinner around the edges now, but when I've had like other shades, like for example this one, I had it really thin around the edges and I feel like I'm getting close, and then I repressed it and there's so much product left. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to maybe use it so much that I have to kind of repress it by the next update. That would be great, but again, we just have to see what happens. And since I used my eyebrow brush with this shade, it can be quite thin already by the edges, and I can still reach the product, if that makes sense. So we'll see how that goes, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get through a lot of this color in the next month. Then we have the boring shade at the end, which is Crave. I haven't used this in the past month. I kind of gave up on that after I hit pan on it, because I just don't, I don't know, I don't mind panning black to pan on, but using them up will be quite a task, and I just don't think that would be feasible for me in a year, especially not a black as pigmented as this one. I might actually use this a bit in the next month though. I am filming this a couple of days before it goes up. I think it's the 29th today, and tomorrow I am going to a Halloween party, so I will have to do some Halloween makeup, and I think I'm going to use this for some of that look. Just can I give some black in there. I will post a look on my Instagram. I mean, it's already gone up. I don't know if I'm going to post it on my feed, because I've been terrible at posting my feed recently, but at least it will go up on my stories, which I do almost every single day with my makeup looks. But yeah, I will get some use out of that hopefully next month, but for this past month I just haven't used Crave. And that is basically where I am with my palette this month. I'm really happy with the progress I was able to make, and I hope by next month I will be able to finish this shade right here and do some really good damage to at least these two shades. So we are 2 months left of the year, so my goal, like I said, will be to finish the first 4 shades, and then I don't know, I don't think I will finish the last 2, but get as much progress on Faint as possible and then finish these here. I hope I can do it, but we just have to see. But that is it for my update. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and otherwise I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.